series, How to Get Pregnant Fast. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about miscarriage, why it happens, the statistics associated with miscarriage, and also how to cope with it if it happens to you. In this video, I'm going to give you the key facts. If you want more detail, you can purchase the book that accompanies this series, How to Get Pregnant Fast, and that's available on Amazon. Okay, so unfortunately, miscarriage is a part of building a family. And with 1 in 3 pregnancies ending in miscarriage, most women with 2 or more children will have experienced at least one. I have 4 children and I've had 3 miscarriages. So miscarriage is nature's way of ensuring the survival of the human race by not allowing or only allowing the healthiest pregnancies to continue. So unexplained miscarriage is not a sign that something is wrong. It's a sign that your body is working as it should, and it's more likely than not that you will carry your next pregnancy to term. And the statistics bear this out. For most women, miscarriage is a one-time thing. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about recurrent miscarriage. So this is the term that is used if you've had 3 or more miscarriages. And it's at this point that medics will start to investigate what is going on. Before that time, you're just going to be told you've been unlucky and to keep trying, which is difficult because it feels like something more should be done. But try and take this as a sign, a good sign, that miscarriage is a normal part of this process. And the next time, you're probably going to be fine. Now, with recurrent miscarriages, there are various different causes. For some, there is treatment. For others, there is not. However, for many women, no cause is ever found. It remains unexplained. But for 60 to 70% of these women who experience recurrent unexplained miscarriage, they will go on to get pregnant. Okay, so here's a slightly different way of thinking about miscarriage. There was a study that was done looking at recurrent miscarriage. And what they found was that the women who were having recurrent miscarriages had wombs that almost were too good at letting embryos implant. So they were accepting all the embryos, even the poor quality ones that other women might reject. So in the course of 2 years, one woman might have recurrent miscarriages before she carried a pregnancy to term, and then a second woman might take 2 years to conceive her child. Both these women end up with a baby at the end of the 2 years, but their journey is very different. They experience different types of pain and frustration. The study concluded that these women who were having recurrent miscarriages had almost a super fertility. So one way of thinking about this is not that my body is letting me down or my body isn't working properly, is to think my body is actually too good at this. Okay, finally, a little bit about pregnancy after miscarriage. Now, this is tough. There's no 2 ways about this. You can't kind of get around it, and you're probably not going to feel okay until you are holding your baby in your arms. However, I've got a few tips to help try and ease that process for you a little bit. So first of all, try and take each day as it comes. Focus on what is happening now. Try not to worry about the past or make catastrophic predictions about the future. And one way to do this is to practice meditation. This keeps your mind very present. If you fancy having a go at this, I put a link in the description to a YouTube video I've done on meditation. Okay, secondly, try and fill your days with activities that give you a sense of pleasure, but also of achievement. This has been shown to lift your mood and keep it stable. Thirdly, think about the statistics. So first of all, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, for most women, miscarriage is a one-time thing. I've also put a link in the description to a page that talks about or shows you the day-to-day risk of a miscarriage. So what you can do, you can look at that regularly and watch your risk decrease on a day-to-day basis, which can be quite a nice way of getting through those difficult days and weeks in the first trimester. Finally, If you take a look at the book that accompanies this series, there are a number of self-help programs to help you manage the different emotions that you might be struggling with. So there's one looking at anxiety, one looking at anger, and one looking at sadness. And these programs are based on some really effective and proven techniques. Okay, I hope this was helpful. If it was, please follow me, and I will see you soon.